back, everyone, to us making a life-altering decision for all of us. Most importantly, Dennis, let's... Shit. Let's...
Shitsing? I don't have it. I don't have one in the chamber. I can't do that.
You can't brown on command.
I've already farted. I can't do that. I already farted earlier. I can't do that.
People of America. Okay, no. Stay quiet. Maybe we'll walk closer to him and not get shot.
Or we sneak up and surprise him.
Right, but yeah, nothing's a good choice, right?
Me being a silly Billy reaching for a service weapon?
Yeah, okay, good. This is what I hope for. We're going to keep Dennis behind, so if anyone gets shot, at least it's not him for us yelling down.
Right. Person might be dangerous. Dennis, I whisper, don't move, be quiet. I said, don't move, be quiet, I screamed. We both watch as the figure looks back and forth down the tunnel. It's unclear if he's looking for something or if he's just as lost as we are. But he can't see us in the dark. And after a moment, the figure rushes away through a door. Why didn't you say anything? Dennis asks, with a discarded tone. Maybe we could have gotten some answers. I don't want to reveal ourselves to anyone who looks like they might have a gun until I know more about where we are, I reply. Honestly, not a bad choice.
Smart.
Yeah, that was
like
a short little quip. I feel like that was a death choice, honestly, with how short that was.
It really did, yeah. No, that's like a, I did the hunter safety course in Pennsylvania a long time ago, but that's like a thing they tell you whenever you see somebody out in the wilderness with like a gun. It's like, don't jump out and like surprise or yell or whatever, like make your presence known, but you never want to startle anybody with a gun, because fuck, you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly.
As we head further into the tunnel, we reach another platform. There's light coming from the platform, but like the overhead lights, they are dim, red emergency lights. I start to wonder if the explosion at the logging site caused a power outage in this place, whatever this place is. The ringing noise that I originally thought was in my head is getting louder. I'm starting to think it's some sort of alarm. When we come to the large open area ahead in the tunnel, it further resembles a subway station. As much as I try to ignore the reality, it's undeniable. We've stumbled into some sort of high-tech transportation system that is buried beneath the forests of Kentucky. It makes absolutely no sense and creates an entirely new sort of fear as to what the hell we have walked into. I notice that Dennis seems confident, though. When we reach the large opening, we have to climb over the rails and up onto the platform. I have to help Dennis over the rails and then up the small utility ladder that is bolted to the opposite side of the travelway. When he reaches the large open area, resembling a subway waiting area, he collapses on the floor and lets out a heaving breath. You know what? Dennis says, exasperated. Bless you, my child.
Bless you.
This is ridiculous. I quit. I'm not going any further. On top of worrying about my crew and the madness of wherever we are, I'm not in the mood for Dennis to act like a baby.
He got a fucking hole in his side, dude.
I don't want to leave him. Oh, it doesn't. Neither of these are really like saying leave him.
Both.
But like, I'm gonna say it's okay. Take it easy.
Yeah, go with the nice answer.
I'm not the one with a gash in my side, I think to myself. So I decided to cut him some slack. Damn, boss. Sorry, he says. It's okay. I said. I don't know how you're still on your feet, if I'm being honest. Stubbornness? Yeah. Says with a weak laugh.
Sheer pride.
You need a minute's rest? I asked, as warmly as I could muster. No. If I sit down to rest, afraid I might not get back up. Let's keep going while I can still go.
I'll take it easy when I'm dead.
The cream has to rise to his feet to make it to the top. I reach down.
The milk is not yet spoiled, therefore I shall,
flow.
Yeah.
I reach down, help to his feet, and then we get ourselves up onto the platform. Right in front of us, there's an entrance to a long hallway, exit the platform area. It's at that point that I realized those red emergency lights might be on for someone else who's actually supposed to be here. Like that guy I saw earlier, standing on the platform. Okay, so it's another yell out or stay quiet option? Am I missing context here?
That's what I was actually just thinking about that because I'm going back.
These red lights might be on for someone else. That doesn't warrant me to yell out.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to yell out.
Yeah, because
but this is your choice.
Yeah, it's your.
Yeah.
These choices make it sound like we saw somebody, but it's just like we just see a hallway.
Yeah, I'm almost thinking maybe it's kind of like a desperation. Like, oh man, I had the realization people might be here. Maybe I yell for them.
Oh, it's like, yeah, like, hey, help, anybody there? Like, kind of thing.
I feel like. You know what? Let's yell out. This is a large area and we don't see anyone here. We're not at the risk of being shot. If anything, this could get someone's attention. Mm-hmm. Whether it's good or bad, we'll find out.
Yeah. Then here comes a man with a gun, with a steel chair, and then he just fucking knocks us both out.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Hello? Anyone here? Hello? Anyone here? I ask, my voice raised to almost a shout. It's not much of an echo. My voice falls flat like a rock from the sky. I'm almost glad that I don't get an answer. Hearing anything else in this hollow silence would have given me a heart attack. The emergency light continues to flicker overhead, casting a sick sort of pinkish light on everything. My mind is racing with what sort of place this might be. It's obvious that it was meant to be secret, and if it is supposed to be secret and there was a power outage recently, maybe most everyone here has been evacuated. Then why was that one person still here? This thought does nothing to make me feel any better as we walk towards the platform exit. We step inside and it seems just as empty as every other place we've come through, weakly illuminated by more overhead emergency lights. We're standing inside a hallway that looks surreal for a moment. I just thought of something. If we went left towards the humming, what if it was just like a subway car and it just hit both of us?
Oh my god.
And scene changes. We go into first person. We're back in Cry of Fear. No!
No!
Rip me out of it, please!
I won't go back. You can't make me. He just freaking pops himself.
The hallway reminds me of a hospital wing, but there's something not quite right about it. It's the first clean and tidy area I've seen since coming to In the Woods. It looks like it was recently in use, despite the dim emergency lights overhead. There are chairs against the walls, and the floor looks well cleaned, as do the walls. The ringing noise is definitely coming from here, and a small flashing red light along the ceiling seems to flash along with it. That ringing noise is an alarm, I say, if only to confirm my own thought. But for what? Dennis asks. And then he asks the question that has been on my mind since I found the little building in the woods. What the hell is this place? We exchange a look that speaks volumes. We reach the end of the hallway and hear a sound like a large metallic grinding. This is followed by a clicking noise.
Why are you looking at me so loud?
Unmistakable noise of a generator kicking on. Ooh. Interesting.
And he said, "Let there be light."
These pictures in that they're using for the background are kind of like a little Uncanny Valley. Cause they don't look real, but they look real at the exact same time.
Right. Like it looks like they were generated, but also they may have found it at a real place and somehow edited them that way.
They look really good.
They're very weird.
Yeah, I like them.
I do too.
Alright, sorry viewers, I have to use my real voice now. I can't narrate anymore. Without warning the facility. Oh. yeah, that ended as quickly as it began. Without warning, the facility jolts to life. The red glow of the emergency lights is suddenly replaced by bright white fluorescent ones. Ah, my eyes! That mechanical hum is oddly comforting. Somehow, the power being back on urges on. It's then that I noticed the noise has stopped. So it had been in the month. But for what? Just power failure? We head down the hallway, the electric hum of the light sounding eerie overhead. Other than that, the place is dead quiet. The hall is about 100 feet long, 2 main doors. One door opens onto a large room that looks like a conference room with a whiteboard and papers strewn about. Across the hallway, another door looks like a laboratory of some sort. Dennis slumps against the wall.
DD! Get out of my laboratory!
I'm making monsters! Dennis slumps against the wall on his feet and lets out a scary sounding chuckle. Something funny. I ask as a dark and brooding panic starts to grip me. Dennis just keeps chuckling as he slides down to the floor. I'm just gonna sit here while you look around, he says. There's a look in his eyes that reminds me far too much of a dead animal on the side of the road.
Weird.
Uh-oh.
Alright.
Very strange.
We go into the lab. We got, maybe there's a first aid kit or something. We gotta help Dennis.
Ooh,
Good thinking. I didn't even think about that.
Look! Science things!
Science!
I guess I'll use my real voice as well.
Walking inside, I see a small vial with a glass container held in a clear glass case.
Everything is either glass or silver, and I instantly feel like I am dirtying the place up. I noticed several test tubes in the glass cases, as well as some sort of tube system that seems to have a clear fluid trapped inside of it. The back corner, I find a laptop in screensaver mode. Pipes?
I hope
Pipes?
so. you look at the laptop and it goes,
laptop.
it's the pipe screensaver.
You immediately start clapping your feet together like a freaking kid. Like, yippee!
I feel like the test tubes aren't going to give us a lot of information.
Right.
The laptop
Yeah.
will.
I hit the enter key and a plain gray background pops up. There are several icons and folders to choose from. I click on a folder labeled Test 1.5 Ethos. A few documents are filled with formulas and names I mostly don't understand. But there are some things there, things that are easy to understand, things that make my blood go cold. Subject number 6, cause of death, embolism or aneurysm, or both. Ideas for new delivery mode, spherical, liquid. Question mark. Induce comatose state first, TerraCore Co. equals possible plutonium supplier.
What is... Oh, an embolism is a clot, right?
I think?
Like a pulmonary embolism is like a clot in your
Yeah,
lungs.
yeah. It's like when the
Okay.
blood backs up.
Yeah. Alright.
Well, now I'm curious. Look at the test tubes.
Oh. Yeah, now I didn't know we were going to get both options. Drink it.
Drink it, slap it,
Bop it.
Flick it. Do you remember when they came out with the 5 like action bop it and one of them was
Yeah.
flick it and it was that little thing that looked like a curly like a green
Yeah,
curly
yeah.
fry?
Yeah. No.
I didn't like that
nobody
one.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some kids probably did, but they're weird.
Yeah.
I can't help but check out the test tubes. They're all filled with very green and light blue fluids. One of them looks to have some sort of glowing dirt resting in the bottom of it. Another holds what looks like a grasshopper submerged in liquid. Only it's the strangest grasshopper I've ever seen. At first it looks like it's expanding and contracting like a blowfish. Then it contracts so much that it vanishes completely. As I look closer, it springs back into existence in a completely different test tube, and I'm embarrassed when I actually jump back. Take another look around the lab, trying to piece together what might have been taking place here. I smell some sort of chemical in the air, and it makes me think that someone has used this lab recently.
Yeah, I took a shit.
Victoria Brown.
Yeah. Outside the hallway,
Oh my
I hear
God.
Dennis grunting.
you just, I mean, it could be Dennis, or like you just hear a scientist in the stall just like, oh my god. Quick story. We used to have a dude that worked at our store, and we have radios that we contact each other with whenever like we're at an eyesight or whatever. And he would go into the bathroom, would not like set his radio right, and it would hit the button or like it would dislodge his headpiece just enough that it like put it into like a permanent like call mode. And so you would just hear like static fuzz and then just he doesn't work with us anymore. Anyway.
yeah, it's for the best, probably. Oh my god. Outside in the hallway, I hear Dennis grunting on the radio. I head out of the room to see him still seated on the floor. But I don't get very far, because as I exit, a man comes rushing around the corner with an automatic rifle in his hand.
Oh, fuck, bro. Don't hurt Dennis, I love him. He's my friend. It's hard to look behind his rifle, but the man carrying it is young with messy dark hair. Skin is so pale that I wonder if maybe he lives down here. He has the look of a guy who's been cooped up for a little too long. He doesn't seem like the kind of person I'd trust with a gun in a stressful situation. As he sees us, as he sees us in the doorway, he screams and brings the gun up. It is aimed directly at my head. Dennis jumps up and stands next to me, like he's ready to run for it. I recognize him by his height and build. He's a person I could barely see back in that dark tunnel.
Fucking great. He's like,
oh yeah,
like 10 feet away. What are you gonna do? Throw something at him? Don't shoot me!
Throw the chair! No, fucking put your hands up, duh.
What?
Don't freak the kid out anymore.
Christ. Put my hands in the air, surprised at how natural it feels to go into this surrendered state. Maybe it's because this feels like a dream. Maybe it's because I feel like I'll snap awake if the maniac pulls the trigger. Who are you and how'd you get here? The man asks harshly. Before we can answer, he continues speaking. I don't recognize you. If you're here, you would have had to sneak by the security mics in the entrance hall. What? I ask, unable to think of anything else to say. Who are you? The man asks. Did you do this? The man eyes us both, and I see something in his eyes that unsettles me. He is scared, but there is something else. Be honest, we're just loggers.
Yeah, we're just loggers.
We cut trees, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay, whew. His eyes look distant for a minute, and he says, bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit.
Shit.
But for some reason, I'm pretty sure he knows I'm telling the truth. Someone knocked the power out, the man says. It's back on now, but if it was out long enough, well, we're in a heap of trouble. Was it you? Who sent you? Look, we don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Dennis. Look, we don't know what you're talking about, Dennis says. Something happened out in the woods. Are you alone? Are there others with you? The armed man asked, thrusting the gun in my face. How the hell did we get in this situation? Thinking to myself, if only I had left that damn ringing noise alone, I wouldn't be here. Not really sure if we want to give this guy information yet. We don't know anything about him. Then again, he might have answers. Okay, so are we alone? Are there others with you? Oh,
I mean, neither of these responses are lies.
So here's the issue: is I hate in choice games like this when there's not enough context in the answer, because on the left hand it's like a clear answer. No, it's just us. And on the right hand, depending how our character articulates himself, he's either going to make it sound like, because just when we're looking for a crew, that makes it sound like there's other people in the lab with us, but there's not.
Right.
Like, so is our...
Yeah, because like he's not saying we got separated from other loggers, we're looking for them. It sounds like he might be saying we're looking for a crew, and this dude already thinks like we're up to something. So,
yeah.
Like, it might sound like, yeah, we're going around the corner, we're gonna meet up with Dave and Henry, and we're gonna fucking blow this place up.
Yeah, so...
Anyway,
I mean...
Make your choice.
Well, yeah, I mean... No, it's just us, like... Hopefully he elaborates that we were trying to find our friends.
And also, I just thought of something, because, like, we are just loggers, right? And I have a hard hat on. We probably have, like, vests and, like, blue jeans and boots. Like, we probably look like we're just lumberjacks, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
The man looks me up and down, trying to tell if I'm lying. What happened here before you came here, he asks. No clue, I say. I opened my eyes on the ground and don't remember anything. Last thing I remember was fueling up my power saw, and then I was on my ass. We could hear the alarm from where we were. There was a flash of the white light, Dennis adds, like a bubble coming up from the ground. But how'd you get in here, the man asks. I point out I point down the hall towards the subway. Came in that way. The doors weren't locked. His expression calms a bit, but I am still very aware of the gun that is leveled less than a foot away from my face. Yeah, grab it, sure.
Yeah, no, you should.
Please put the gun down.
Nah, grab the gun. You could have had a gun. Fool!
Yeah, true. Yeah. J'accuse!
The only way I'm putting this rifle down is after I've blown your brains out, man says. With that, he uses the muzzle of the gun to flip my hard hat onto the floor. It's a childish move, a playground tactic at best, but it's sufficient to show me that he knows he's in control now. He then levels the rifle at Dennis, and I can only assume it's because his wounds make him appear to be the weaker of us. The man takes a shaky step forward. Dennis looks back and forth between the barrel of the gun and me, his eyes pleading for help. Next time on SuperCo-opBros.
Ooh.
Does Dennis die?
That's it. It's over.